Okay, so I know a few of you are asking me to how do you solve a quadratic equation without using the guide number. So with the method is called ghost brackets normally. So essentially you input your brackets and you're going to fill them. The first spot in each bracket is going to be filled by the factors of this term here. So that's because it's a 3, that's going to be 3x times x. And obviously it can go in either order, so it could be 3x in the first bracket, x in the second, or the other way around, and we don't really know yet which it is. Okay, but because 3 is prime, they're the only factors, so these are always easier when you have less choice. So we put the 3x here and we put the x here. The second part of the bracket then, this bit here, is going to be formed by the factors of 12. So the options there are 1 by 12, or 3 by 4, or 2 by 6. Okay, so I'm just going to put, rather than trying to work it out, I'm going to just put one in and show you the kind of maths you have to do to figure it out. So let's say I put a 2 in here and a 6 in here. Okay, so I'm going with this one. And because it was a minus 12, it means one of these is going to have to be a plus and one of them is going to have to be a minus. Okay, so what you're multiplying, and ultimately we're trying to get this. So what you're multiplying, it's a smiley face, so you do the outside and the inside. So 2 by x is 2x, and 3x by minus 6 is minus 18x. So that makes minus 16x, which is clearly not plus 5x, so that one doesn't work. Okay, so if I go back, and this time I'll use the 3 and the 4. So if I put the 3 here and the 4 here, and then one has to be a plus and one has to be a minus. So then minus 4 by x is minus 4x, and 3x by 3 is plus 9x, and together they make 5x, which is what we're looking for, which means they are the factors. So then I can solve. So solving, you just split the page. 3x minus 4 equals 0. X plus 3 equals 0. So you end up here with x is 4 over 3. And here x is minus 3. So that's how you do it. If it's going to be useful for you, you really need to get to a point where you're not subbing all these in and working through all the permutations. You really need to be able to do this multiplication in your head and then decide what to put in. So I did the outside multiplication. I knew it had to be a 3x and an x. I worked with the 3 and the 4, worked it out in my head, and I figured that it was going to be 5x. So that's kind of the point you need to get at, or get to. But anyway, that's how you do them.